Welcome to St Hugh's.
I'm Martha.
And I'm Oscar.
We're in Year 8, which is our final year.
We've both been at St Hugh's since nursery, when we were really small.
We want to take you on a tour around the school to show you some of the classrooms where we learn.
And the areas where we play sport and explore our creativity.
The places where we play and have adventures.
And the boarding house, which is a home from home.
We hope this tour can give you a taste of why St Hugh's is such a special place.
Right,
let's go.
The first place we would like to show you is the cottage nursery. This is where life at St Hugh's starts for many of us.
Nursery children have busy days, learning through lots of fun and exciting activities. These include French, cookery, IT, PE, singing, swimming, art, and even something called a squiggle disco.
That sounds energetic.
As well as being homely inside with quiet spaces for stories and resting, and activity areas for playing. The nursery has its own enclosed garden.
We'd like to take you down to see the Wonder Woodland, which is the outdoor learning area just for nursery children. I would quite like to be back in nursery again.
Oscar, you are far too big.
Next on our tour is pre-prep, which has its own separate building next door to the nursery. Let's go inside.
There are 6 form classes in pre-prep, 2 in each year group for reception, Year 1 and Year 2. Each has its own entrance area and cloakroom. There is also a library, a big hall for assemblies and performances, a cookery room, and outdoor areas. Pre-prep is a caring and friendly place, with small class sizes so every child is encouraged in their learning and their individual achievements are recognised.
There is lots of creative play, and learning is based around a different topic each term, which introduces subjects like science, history, and geography. It's a really fun way to learn. Specialist teachers come every week for lessons in French, music, and ICT. And there's lots of time out of the classroom with well-being sessions, sport, weekly swimming lessons, and trips to the vegetable garden and forest school.
Pre-prep has a huge outdoor space for running around and playing games. There is a woodland area where you can climb trees, a big sandpit, an adventure playground, and an outdoor classroom.
Am I too big to come back to pre-prep?
Definitely, Oscar.
Next on our tour is middle school building, which has 2 classrooms for Year 3 and 2 for Year 4. It also has its own hall and a library in the attic, which is a really cosy place to read.
I loved my time in middle school. Lots of the learning is based around topics such as Victorians, the Egyptians, ancient Greece, and everybody's favourite topic, chocolate. The topics allow history, geography, art, literacy, and science to be explored, and there is usually a trip to the museum or a chocolate factory. Middle school children are taught to be curious and independent learners, which gets us ready for the next stage of school.
It's not all work in middle school. We have well-being sessions where we learn how to relax, stay calm, and cope with any stresses. We do lots of sport and start playing in teams with competitive matches against other schools.
Shall we go into the woods so we can show you forest school? Here we find out about nature and conservation and learn skills such as firelighting, shelter building, and foraging. It's all about teamwork and getting muddy, and it's lots and lots of fun.
We would like to show you upper school next. We move up to upper school in Year 5. It's a big change, as we have specialist subject teachers for all our lessons and get taught in lots of different classrooms. Our class sizes stay small, so we get lots of individual help with our learning. Our teachers are inspiring and always encourage us to work hard, think for ourselves, and do our best. We learn to be motivated and organised, though I think Martha is much better at these things than I am.
Here is one of the English rooms, just to give you an idea of what the upper school classrooms look like.
One of my favourite subjects is science, so I'd like to take you to the Cannon building and show you inside one of our labs. The best science lessons are when we get to do experiments and use the bugs and burners.
It's a good job we are taught all about safety, isn't it, Oscar? Upstairs is the amazing art room and the DT workshop.
The art room is definitely the most colourful room in the school. We do lots of really creative projects which involve painting, drawing and ceramics, and we learn about art history.
The DT room is full of equipment for working with wood, plastics, electronics and textiles. We learn to design and make all sorts of things, from bee hotels to speakers to beanie hats. We also learn about nutrition and have cookery lessons.
Back outside to the quad, and this is the barn. We have our drama lessons in here, as well as assemblies, performances and concerts. We get lots of opportunities to perform at school. Pre-prep do an activity. We do a musical production in middle school, a big musical in year 7, and an upper school Shakespeare play every year.
On to the music room, which always seems busy with choir and orchestra rehearsals and concerts. Lots of us play instruments, and we have our individual music lessons in the music practice rooms.
I play the oboe, Martha plays the saxophone, and we both sing in the chamber choir. I also play the electric guitar in one of the rock bands.
Very cool, Oscar.
Next, we would like to show you the upper school library, which is a really special place at St Hugh's. It used to be a dovecot, but has been converted into an amazing space for books and for reading.
We would like to tell you about sport next. Sport is a big part of our lives at St Hugh's. We do sport every day, and everyone from year 4 upwards is in a team for our Wednesday afternoon matches against other schools. We've got an astro, tennis and netball court, and lots of pitches on our extensive playing fields.
Our sports hall has recently had a big refurbishment, with new changing rooms and studios and classrooms upstairs. We have PE lessons in the hall, and this is where we also have whole school assemblies and events. I can't wait to show you our new swimming pool. Our old pool was outdoors, and only used in the summer. But our amazing indoor pool means that every child from nursery up to year 8 gets to have swimming lessons all year round.
With all this sport going on, we need plenty of fuel, so we are lucky to have brilliant food at school. This is the main dining room. The catering team cook everything fresh, and we get plenty of options and are encouraged to make healthy choices.
You can't beat the sticky toffee pudding with custard though.
Please follow us up to the boarding house. Boarding is really popular at St Hugh's. You can be a weekly boarder or a flexi boarder, staying a few nights a week. The boarding house is a real home from home, and the house parents make sure everybody has fun, stays safe and sleeps well. When we board, we have a very structured evening of prep, tea and then activities before we go up to the dorms to sleep.
That brings us to the end of our tour. We'll take you back downstairs to say goodbye.
Thank you for coming with us on our tour.
We hope that you enjoyed seeing so many different parts of the school, and we've given you a taste of what St Hugh's is like.
We feel really lucky to be at school here, and we are sure your children will love it too.
We hope that you can come and visit us soon.
Bye!